I saw an interview with Steven Wilson a while ago. He talked about making music. So Steven said there are too many people in the world making music, too many people writing songs, and that the world really doesn't need any more songwriters. It doesn't need any more music because that is the reality. We're already drowning in music, drowning in content. But then luckily Steven continued with a more positive note, that this reality, it is in fact liberating, because it means if you are going to make music, you do it because you really love it and you have a feeling inside that you just need to create music. Even though the world doesn't need it, you have a calling. And that's really beautiful, because that is like circle closing, that the desire is where making music started from in the first place, before being commodified into a product. So he continued by giving a piece of advice that if you are going to make music to this world of ours that already has too much music in it, here comes a direct quote: accentuate things in what you do that are unusual and that a big record company guy would probably tell you you shouldn't be doing. Accentuate those things. Well, that really spoke to me. That touched something, because what he's asking us to do is, in this world with so much music, is to not think of what everybody else is doing, to not obey the rules, the traditions, the routines, but swim against the stream and find the peculiarities in ourselves and elaborate from those. It's the same with guitars. I mean, the reality is that the world doesn't need more of them. There's already so much guitars. And as paradoxical it seems, it is indeed a liberating thought for someone like me who makes his living off guitars. It is liberating because if I am still deciding to make guitars, despite the fact that the world really doesn't need more, it means that I don't actually need to follow the rules, the traditions, or to pay attention to what everybody else is doing. I'm free to focus into finding those quirky bits, the ways that we could do something that is meaningful. Something that would make a little dent to the universe. And the Valpacker just could be that dent. I firmly believe in that. It is the unexpected. I mean, when was the last time you heard a new sound? Like a really genuinely a new sound? It's funny, in the 80s, new technology, the solid state, it replaced all the old gear. And then again in the 2000s, another new technology, the modeling digital stuff, replaces again all the old gear. And so what do we do with all the new gear, all the new gadgets? Well, mostly, not entirely true of course, but mostly we remake the old sound. We remake the old music all over again. It's all about rearview mirror, all about nostalgia. It's not exactly like in the 60s anymore, when Jimi Hendrix took all the latest gadgets of his time and misused them in ways that were never ever meant to be used, and created a new sound that literally changed the world. No, nowadays the latest and the most capable gadgets are used to replicate what Jimmy did back then, which is sentimentality. It's understandable. There are other reasons. The new gear is practical and so versatile. So nothing against that. But it is backwards in terms of making new music that doesn't try to sound the same old. So here I am applying this ancient valve technology into guitars, into basses, effectively going against the tide, going the opposite route, creating a novel tone by using this gracefully aging technology. Because the Valbucker sounds unlike anything else. And I'm afraid that is also why most people don't want it or need it. But those few whose lives the Valbucker will change, you make it all worthwhile. And my dream is that one day someone will pick up a Valbucker instrument and misuse it in some unimaginable way and create such a new sound that will once more change the world.